Awesome.
The floor is yours.
Thank you so much. We're excited today because we get a chance to really highlight a phenomenal young man who's done an amazing job of being a product of the product. We pride ourselves on making sure that we empower as many people as possible with this knowledge. But more importantly, we want to empower people with the knowledge that in turn takes it to action, right? And so we have an amazing gentleman, Mr. Vernal Johnson, that's a part of our community that we want to celebrate. So let's do a quick sound check real quick and see if Mr. Johnson made online with us this evening. Mr. Johnson, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right. Well, listen, man, congratulations. You are our spotlight member for this week. And so why don't we start out by really sharing with our family today a little bit about your background and where you're from.
Okay. All right. First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. My name is Vernal Johnson. I'm from Michigan and I live in Ohio. It's been about 9 years. I am married. I've been married for about 8 years. I have a 5-year-old daughter. I'm a forklift driver. And my previous job, I was a manufacturing technician for a company called Ventra, where we made like Ford parts, headlights, tail lights, and everything. So I was moving around all around the factory. I got to experience so many other different things, you know. So now I'm here making fiber boards, roofing boards, so like housing, buildings, and et cetera.
Well, that's pretty phenomenal, man. I mean, that's a great story to share because a lot of times when people think about investing in the capital markets, they think that you have to have a degree or a PhD or some type of advanced knowledge, but it just goes to show that you can be grassroots and really be inspired to really learn what it is that's going on in the capital markets. So why don't you share with us? Obviously, you've been with us for a little while now. You can share how long you've been with us, but more importantly, share with us what attracted you to the AMG network.
Okay, yes. I have been with AMG for about 9 months now, almost a year. It felt like it's been a year. It's been amazing, amazing journey. Just feel like it's been longer, but it has not been a year just yet. Um, I discovered AMG through Jules Charlton. She was a former worker at Ventura. We started together, and at the time she was like really, she's an artist. She like does music, and we started the same area. She was very like persistent with her music, and she had a great energy at the time when we met. And so I say about a year later, I never seen her. I haven't been seeing her, but I have seen her like make posts and stuff like that on Facebook. Being on the yachts, going to parties, being by nice cars and a nice property. I always thought maybe it was just because of her music. But until one time, particular time, I came across her posting her investment. And time prior to that, I was already into like learning how to trade in crypto. So that was already been my thing that I was starting to do that I like to do. So after I saw that, I reached out to her. Hold on 1 second. Yes, okay. So I reached out to her and asked her, so this is what you've been doing. And ever since right then and there, like a minute later, we've been on the phone for like an hour. We've been talking. And just before she get presented to me, I was already interested because I was already into investing. During that phone call, in the middle of the phone call, I ended up joining. I ended up signing up for AMG. And ever since then, I just been like, every day I'm at work or I'm at home, this has been on my mind every day. Like, I want to learn different things and more opportunities. So I say about a week or two later, I was invited to come out to Cleveland. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty nervous, but I was pretty excited to meet the top people in AMG, which is Debbie and Mike Jameson, and I met Brian Elliott. Um, I was telling myself during the same day coming out there, I was pretty nervous, and I was debating if I should come or not. And one thing I always tell myself is learn how to be uncomfortable with being be learn to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. So right, so I decided to go, and I had the best time of my life. And when I got there, I met Mr. Jameson, I met Brian Elliott, I met Miss Angela, and I was just like surprised. I was just like everybody is like a celebrity that I've been seeing in the groups. I know they doing big things. You know they experts. So I was pretty excited. And during that the presentation, Miss Angela got to explaining about membership, and when she got to the elite membership, um, was explaining really caught my eye, and I was really excited towards it. And I kind of blurred out and said, "Yeah, I need that." And yes, a lot of people started, giggling, and I giggled, but deep inside, I was really serious. I was for real. And so after the event, I decided to go out. They was going out to eat, to dinner, to celebrate. I decided to go, make a sacrifice to go. Because I know a lot of people that are new, they be nervous or they don't feel like they have time to do so. But I made a sacrifice to go because this is what I want to do, and I want to meet these people, and I want them to know me personally. They ask questions, I ask questions. We had dinner, and we enjoyed each other, and that was a great experience. And I would say the very next day, I literally signed up to be an elite. Like I was in the business for about 2 weeks, and I started up as smart finance, choice equity, and 2 weeks later, I signed up as an elite member. I hit up Jules and I told her like I was very like, look, I'm ready to sign as an elite. I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to have access to many different things. And she was like, "Oh, you serious, huh?" And I was like, "Yes." So I say ever since then, it's been a great experience. I got to dibble dabble in different markets, the forex market,
Hold on,
stocks market, the
hold on,
trading.
Vernal. Before you go to the markets, you're on a roll right now. You're on a roll right now. Let me
Okay,
slow you down for a minute.
okay, okay.
I'm sitting here taking notes, man, on my sticky pad. You're saying some phenomenal things. But before you get into the markets, because there's two more things I want you to answer. Number
Okay.
one, I wrote down that you were looking for us, right? And I think that's
Yes.
so powerful because a lot of times people they have a brain aneurysm because they think they got to go out here and talk to their friends and family and all. No, we're looking for people that are looking for us. It sounded like that was an easy transaction for you to inquire with Jules on what she was doing, and then once you saw what you needed to see, you was already on board, right? So we're looking for people that were looking for us. It makes it so amazing. The other thing that you mentioned is that you got around the campfire. You made a decision that you were going to go meet the leaders, the Bryans and the Angelas and the Alteris, and go to the event to meet the leaders. And because of that association, you received information that stretched you, right? As you mentioned,
Yeah.
becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable, that stretched you to have you think on a higher level. And because of that thought process, it inspired you to really want to upgrade your membership and play to win. So those are some phenomenal things that I wrote down from your first talk. Two more things I want you to share with the team today. Obviously, you came to the community with an infinity to learn about crypto because you were already in the crypto space. But what are some of the things that you've done as a member of the AGM network above and beyond crypto? What are some of the other things that you've learned and participated in since becoming a member?
I did learn about the finance, about like credit, the help with credit, and debit, side of the market, I'm saying people that need help with smart finance. I never I didn't need any assistance with any of my credit or debit or anything, but I did step in to learn what y'all have to offer in that process in that area. Um, I did get to talk to quite some people about what I have access to, the resources. There's been people that has been very excited, and there's also been people that have been excited, but highly comfortable in their position that they were scared to make that change. So I got to experience different type of people that wants that help and that wants that help, but not to do anything about it. I did get to learn about the partnership we had with was it Wonderlist.
Yes.
I did get into like getting hotels, saying what the percentage we had, the offers we have as far as flights, cruises, rental cars and hotels. I get to experience in that. And I did book a couple of hotels and I got a nice amount of percentage off. And it helps me save money. I also use the Save Pro. One second. I'm sorry, one second. I did get into the Save Pro. You get deals off of many different things if you want to go shopping or restaurants. If you want to go to the movies, you get percentage off with this partnership. You get a lot of percentages off anything you attend to, like Walmart, and dealerships. Say if I want to order a pizza and I go to Papa John's, I get a nice percentage off on that. I got to dibble dabble inside of that side of the AMG.
Awesome. Awesome. So obviously it's more than just investing, right? I would summarize your last comments is that it's more than just investing in terms of what you get a chance to experience, which is what Brian talked about in his presentation. We want to turn your everyday life events into business write-offs, and that's the part that you just mentioned. Last question for you. Obviously, you've been with us for about 9 months or so. Feels like years, right? Feels like years. What do you see yourself accomplishing in the next 12 months? All right. You have vision for yourself. You have goals and aspirations for your family. What do you see happening for yourself for the next 12 months?
Yes. I see myself creating more opportunities to be able to be having financial freedom, having more leverage over my money, put my money to work for me and not being unemployed, of course. I would say in the next 12 months, I can only explain what I am doing that will lead up to what I want to be. Okay, so right now I'm investing in the Forex. So, and I make money from Forex. So what I do is whenever I make profit, I opened up multiple portfolios and I would add my profits into that portfolio. So I would have multiple portfolios. So whenever I receive trade alerts, I also put trade alerts in the other portfolios so that it triple my money and it's like I'm moving faster towards my goal. So now that also when I make profits, I can also add them into the crypto platform that I have AI strategies with. I can put money into Robinhood, as far as Trend Pro. So now that different markets, I have more leverage because there's more money to invest with. So that pushed me closer towards my goal. Instead of just making one move, I'm making multiple moves.
I love it. I love it. Everybody drop some fire in the chat for Vern Johnson. Drop some fire in the chat.